All right, brethren, boy, am I late. I'm late. But thank you for joining me. My name is yaiquab in Yisrael. Welcome to my channel. Again, my apologies, I'm late. Thank you for joining me, though. This is a channel where I just I consider myself a servant of brethren who are called faithists. Faithists, brethren who have the ability to be spiritual in the middle of a world that is uncaring, unenlightened, preoccupied, unable to attain to the Creator's voice. My channel is for brethren who are able to overcome the flesh, overcome the preoccupation with the things of the here and now. I like to try to share my life and things that I have learned that the Creator teaches me on a daily basis. I'm Mahalia. Thanks for joining me, sis. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So I like to try to do things on my channel. You know, I like to try to me, the plan of the Creator is simple. You know, it's simple. You can't take it with you. You might as well dedicate yourself to that which is eternal. You might as well, man, you know. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I made it in at the last second, man. I had to go do a little running around. My phone quit on me, you know. And then at the last minute, you know, I had to do some more stuff, you know. I mean, like 2 minutes before my video, you know. But I'm not making excuses, you know. I just got to plan better. Good to see you, Dave. And everybody else who joins the video, thank you. We get together. We get to have a little, you know, this channel here, it's kind of like a church in the sense that we have a chance to spend the time putting away the things of the world and to show the Creator that we want to put the spiritual ahead of the physical. Now, I blew it yesterday. I blew it, man. I laid an egg, so I deleted the video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the presentation. Actually, you know, I'm gonna start way earlier with the presentation that I didn't do yesterday. I figured it out, so I'm gonna do it today. As soon as I get finished with my usual monologue, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the presentation at the bottom of the hour. And I learned a lesson. It was brutal, man. I did the whole video thinking that I was doing a slide presentation. Come to find out I wasn't doing nothing, you know. But it was a learning lesson. I'm glad because I like to do those presentations, man. I like to do those studies, you know. You know, I think that they provide a visual quality. I think that it's easier to retain subject matter, you know, that sort of thing, you know. Anything, I just really get a kick out of it, man, when you can do something and in your reality, when you could try to take on the mind of a servant. The Creator seems to place a really high volume, man, on making yourself a servant, you know, not trying to lift your head up, you know, trying to be better than anybody. I love it, man. It's, you know, not easy sometimes, you know, you want to, you know, hey, Elijah, brother, bless up, brother. Bless up, brother. Bless up, man. You know, so this is an incredible opportunity. We can get together, you know, be gathered and let the Ethereans join in with us and the angels and the Creator himself and have fellowship with us. And I pray that he'll help me and anoint me to give a good message, man. Good message. Like I said, I laid an egg the other day, so I'm going to do the presentation. I'm going to get started on the presentation to say the bottom of the hour. Instead of the top of the hour, I'm going to go ahead and do the presentation, do it with the do it to the best of my ability in hopes that I might say something and it might encourage somebody who come across this video. That's my whole goal, man. Nothing else really matters. And I'm telling you, man, if there's a brother or sister who watches this video and you in Florida and you have a need, you can let me know. You can put it in the chat. You can direct private message me, and I will certainly do what I can. I'm not afraid to say so either. I will certainly, if I can try to meet somebody's need, I will do it with joy, man. Because the Creator, faith is, you own everything. You know what I mean? You faith this. You own everything. You already own everything. You know what your inheritance is? Your inheritance is the whole world, man, and whatever else is out there. The Creator, he seemed to make it sound like you ain't going to be not too much different than himself. That's the path you want. You see? I mean, imagine that, man. Imagine that, man. And, I'm sorry I might sound kooky, but I believe that. I believe the Creator, man, for real. I believe that he put us here. We here to create ourselves. We here to mature and elevate. It's simple as that, man. We get a lot of opportunities to be offended on a daily basis. And really, that's the Creator. He putting a chisel in your hand. To chisel your spirit, make you more after his template. The template, chiseling away the tetracts. That's what we're called to do, really. And then he give you situations where he give you a chance to do that, And then when you fail, you can just get right back up and try again. He'll give you a clean slate. That's what I seem to see when I read the Oahspe. I like that. I know everybody, man, when you mess up, you want a second chance. For the faithless, it ain't really like we have to, it ain't really like we got to suffer any consequences, because it's just that the Creator, he just seemed like he wants the faithless to just keep going like, what does Dave always say? Jamia? Onward, outward, upward, onward, outward. That's the marching orders of the faithless right there. You see, that's too much for the world. World can't really spend time trying to, what's a good word for chase after spiritual pursuits? Because we got to hear it now, the flesh is real strong. You want what's here. You want what's now, you want instant reward. That's the society we live in. And it's too hard for the world, man. I mean, I say that, it's bittersweet for faithless because Creator, he teach us we're only as good as what we can do to lift our brethren. As simple as that, man, no matter where you turn in the Oahspe. And the rest is gravy. The knowledge, it's wrapped up all in that. Knowledge, because he tells you about mysteries, he show you the spirit of man, he show you what's past, he show you what's present. He show you what's future. He exposes evil. We would never have known, man. You brethren, we would never have known that we was in the belly of the beast. Do you realize that? Do you really think about that? We was in the belly of the beast. And then I named the title of this video, You Don't Have a Choice. You got a choice, but you don't have a choice because you can't stop the consequences of your actions. That's what I mean by the title of the video. You cannot, let's face it, man. Let's be real, okay? You cannot stop The consequences of your actions. I dropped something here. That's what I'm looking at. I mean, that's what dropped something. That's what that's what our reality is. We can't avoid the consequences of our actions. And the creator, he really allows faithists to take that to heart, that we have to deal with the consequences of our actions. It don't really do no good sitting around blaming the creator because you got put into reality. What if you find out that we cross over and then he show us our spiritual self and how we was begging to come to earth? you know, we was begging. He said, "See, this is you before I put you in reality. Creator, please put me in reality. Please, when you put me in reality, I see the opportunity I have if you put me in reality and how I can ascend forever and I could really be the person that I want to be if I get the chance to go into, reality and now you here, you dragging, you want to quit the game, not that it's a game, you know what I mean? But I don't mean to sound, lighthearted, but it is what it is, man. Let me see. Dave said, okay, there's a delay. This channel has a delay. I think it has like a maybe even 1 minute delay. I'll look into that to see if I can make it response time quicker. Dave says, he, onward, upward, and outward. There you go. Onward, upward, and outward. That's the marching orders of the faith. It's right there. Onward in the corporeal, taming the tetrarch. There you go. See? Upward through okay, I see. Upward through the first and second resurrection. Finally outward to the ethereal realms in the third resurrection. I just love it, man. For a brother who doesn't have anything in the world, talking about myself, always, never, I don't want to sound, when you beat yourself up, I'm not trying to sound like, but there's a scripture in the Bible where the creator says, lest I have been, well, not the creator, but the God that wrote this part of inspired it. And it's true. It subscribes to the Oahspe. It has to do with the plan of the Oahspe, the creator. Lest I had been afflicted, I'd gone astray. Meaning, if the creator don't step in, we'll be no different than the rest of the world, chasing earthly pursuits, chasing our own desires, chasing ourselves. In the nutshell, because that's the power, that's what we see. Every day. I hope that you brethren learning a lesson about that, man, about every day keep in your mind that we are looking, we are seeing people, and they are making choices to take the temporary over the eternal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and this is my room on Facebook, my mom's food ministry, my email where I can be contacted. And then there are other rooms where brethren can join and you can get some, fellowship, brethren sharing the Oahspe Bible. Here's another room. And then there's this room right here. Here, Brother Omian's room. Well, Brother Omian, he has two rooms. Or no, that's my room. And then here's the other room, Oahspe College University. And you click on the link in the description box of the video and you'll see it. So, real quick, couple verses that I like to share from time to time. Or I didn't show Brother Omian's room. I've got to share it. There it is. Oahspe College, where you can click on the link, join, and, brethren sharing verses for the Oahspe Bible. And then I think you saw this. I'll show it to you again anyway. Cosman, teaching room. And then you got my room where I do the same thing they do in the other rooms. Now, here's the name of it and some verses that I wanted to share. I think that I'm going to just do one, and I ain't going to have time for anything else, really. And I'm going to do the slide presentation. Don't expect this to be a long video like normally, because after the slide presentation, if you brethren don't want to have like a fellowship or anything, Flitz, brother, Flitz, good to see you, bro. Thanks for checking in, brother. Good to see you. So I think I'm just looking at this one verse, and then I'm going to do the slide presentation that I botched yesterday. And so it should be a short video, Friday, So here, this verse, and let me see. I don't know exactly why I posted it, but I posted it, so that means that I had a reason. So I'm gonna go ahead. I forget what it is, so I'm gonna read it, and then I'll see why I posted it. Oh, the attitude, man. The attitude of this brother. I love his attitude, man. Tay. I think it's Tay. The voice of man. Tay. He says, "No, I do not even have power to shape my own size and stature." He says, "But all things take form and dimension, whether I will or not, whether I like it or not. Things go as they go, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. It is what it is, man." That's one of the reasons why I named the video, you don't have a choice, meaning you can't stop the consequences. But you got a choice as what consequences that you will, you have a choice of the consequences that will surely come based on your own decision. See? I like that smile, Fritz. You got some white teeth, brother. Look like you're getting ready to eat some cheesecake or something. Brother Fritz. It says, "In your own way, the walls of the brother's attitude," man. You got to love the brother. Voice of Man, in the book of Voice of Man. And Ben, the creator, man. He just lays it out, what's in your heart. Some people, they think like this very deeply. He says, "In your own way," this is Tay speaking to the creator. He says, "In your own way, the walls of the world are built. By their magnitudes, I am confounded. By the majesty of your hand, appalled. Why have I vainly set myself up as the highest of your works?" I love this brother, man. He says, "My failures are worse than any other living creature under the sun." He says, "I cannot build my house in perfection as a bird does. My ingenuity cannot fashion a spider's net. I cannot sail up in the air like a bird, nor live in the water like a fish, nor dwell in harmony like the bee. Half of my offspring die in infancy, and the multitude of my household are quarrelers, fighters, drunkards, beggars. The best of my sons and daughters are less faithful than a dog." The best of my sons and daughters are less faithful than a dog. Go forth to war. I go forth to war. I slay my brother, even while your wide earth has room for all. Your wide earth has room for all. If I'm not mistaken, you can fit the population of the whole world in the state of Texas. How do you like that? Is that true? Has somebody heard the same thing? The wide earth has room for all, man. It has room for all. The state of Texas, man. It says, "Yes, I plagued the earth," talking about man. These are the fruits of man. See? He says, I plagued the earth with starvation, sin, and untimely death. He said, oh, if I could school myself not to boast of my greatness. Instead, I should be forever ashamed in your sight, Jehovah. So contrasting two attitudes there. You got the attitude of a faithist up against the reality of the attitude of man. He just can't, wow, man, he loves himself. He loves himself, man. It makes me think of Donald Trump. He loved himself. He got to be the center of attention. It's just like that verse where the creator, he said, where is it? Where did I post it? The verse where he said that only rogues in this day and age, they're going to be the only one. Here, I got to find that real quick. I'm going to find that. I want y'all to see it, man. I want you to see it with your own eyes, what the creator actually said about the day that we living in right now. It sound kind of harsh too. Look what he says, man. I just can't get over it. It's the only one in the Oahspe Bible, the only word. And look what he just absolutely nails, man. He nails him. Now, check it out. I'm going to make it big so we can see it really good. Let me share the screen. Y'all notice how Dave, he haven't been able to catch me? Him or Ace and F. Sharing the screen. See, I'm too slick for him now. I'm a veteran now. See? They can't catch me. See? I'm too good for him now. See there? Now watch, he's going to kill me today. Watch. Creator, usually you start talking like that, you put your foot in your mouth. But it feel good though. All right, see, look, check it out. Look at that verse, man. Talking about this is what the creator got to say about people who rule over us. This talking about today. Today, man. He says, I will draw it. We can even read up a little bit. He talking all about America, especially. You go about building ships of war and harbors for defense. See, the defensive mindedness of the natural man, the carnal man, the earthly man. The first thing, like you get a guy, he gets locked up, he gets sent up, prison. The first thing you kind of can't blame the earthly man, the carnal man. The first thing he's going to do is look for a weapon he can make. He's going to look for a weapon that he can make because he know what type of environment he in. See, Dave says, yep, because you removed the video. He trying to come up with a rebuttal, but it ain't going to work. I appreciate you, bro. He says, but you go about building ships of war. First thing you think of is defense. You go about building ships of war and harbors for defense with torpedoes and all types of wicked inventions. But I say to you, this nation, America, but I say to you, Guatemala, and this government and this people shall not be attacked in the places you build. Check it out. It is within. You're going to crumble from within. Why? Because I will draw away the righteous and none but rogues. I can't get over that. None but rogues, brother. Rogues. That's somebody who ain't got no principles. That's what the creators say about him. Who is running for the 2025 presidential nomination? And he called you rogues. The creator called you rogues. And you could make people all the time turn down the candidates because of their proclivities, rogues. They're the only ones who will accept your great offices. That's what the creator said. He called them rogues, man. You know, I mean, all these candidates, they got some serious skeletons in their closet. But the two main ones, the creator, he called them rogues. You're a rogue. You unprincipled. You undisciplined. The creator called you a rogue. And then on top of that, he's saying this trend shall continue to grow upon you in the way of evil. And he says it's going to be declining in virtue more and more every year. More and more every year. See? So I'm not sounding rough on the people that rule over us. This is what the creator's saying. I ain't saying it. You know, that's what his word says. The Bible ain't going to never expose, ain't going to spill the beans like the Oahspe do. All right, it's time for the reading of the word. I'm going to do I watch how fast I'm going to go ahead and bring up the slide presentation. You know, I went to work practicing on it last night, you know, how to do it. So let me see if I can do it right. Okay. Or you know what? Actually, let me see. I actually clicked off on it, actually. I have to bring it back up. So that was my fault. I clicked off of it. And so I got to bring it back up. I was working on it. So just give me a second. It's loading right now. So I'm going to just do the presentation and do the presentation. All right, now let me do it all over again. Okay, stop the screen, start the screen, share it, click on that, do that, and then we home free. Okay. Now, I hope you brethren can see, or a matter of fact, something. Let's see what's going on here. Because okay, there we go. All right. Now, let me see if I can figure out a way. When you do these PowerPoints, you can use your monitor and make a real big screen. Now, what I'm doing now is I want to figure out a way. Let me see. I want to figure out a way to make the lettering real big so people can see the lettering. So let me deal with this. Give me a second. Okay, I'm not going to fool with it. I trust you can see the screen okay. So, matter of fact, can you brother read? Can you read the screen? Can you type of one if you can read the screen as I go along? Tell me if you can read the screen. There's a delay, so I'll wait. Or type of one or something. I just want to know if you can see it okay. Okay, good enough. Thanks, Dave. All right, so now I can begin with the presentation that I botched yesterday. So, brethren, the name of the video of this presentation was, I forget actually the name of the video that I did this presentation under, but it was something about why you should be concerned about Jehovah's kingdom. Why you should be concerned about Jehovah's kingdom. So let me see. You can see the I'm just making sure that you can see the presentation. Okay, good. All right, now it says in this presentation, I'm not seeking to try to sell anyone the kingdom of God. It simply is what it is. That's one of the reasons why I entitled the video, "You Don't Have a Choice." The whole world needs to know. I mean, you got a choice, but you don't got a choice. You got to suffer the consequences or be blessed by the consequences. It just is what it is, man. You know, you got free will. The consequences belong to the creator, you know, and he tells you beforehand. See, that's the importance of being concerned with the creator's kingdom. And when we look, see, it's just like when you read the Bible. It said that Abraham said, Lot, look, if you want to go here, I'll go the other way. If you want to go that way, I'll go the other way. And then it said, Lot, he looked at the green fields of Sodom, you know, and just like any man, he chose the best for himself, what he thought was the best for himself. You see? Creator, man, he will never work against his own self-interest. He puts man in this reality. He says, okay, if you want to go to the right, I'll go to the left. If you want to go to the left, I'll go to the right. The choice is yours. But let me clue you in on something. Go this way, and if you think what you're going to take now is something, you just wait on the payoff if you do it my way, you know? Now, I hate to sound vulgar, but that's just a characterization of what it's all about for the faithists. That's all. See, in this presentation, I ain't trying to sell nobody the kingdom of God. Creator said, don't do it. In this presentation, I hope to show that the Creator gives man a free will to choose what he will, and I endeavor to show the consequences of both. For the kingdom of God, the consequences of both. But this presentation is not for the purposes of proselytizing or recruiting anyone for the kingdom of God. That is an issue between the Creator and the man. However, it is my desire to use this presentation to inform anyone who has not heard, but you have the Creator in your heart. See, it says in chapter 11, Book of Inspiration, it says, do not seek to spread my gospels and entice followers to this. See, don't seek to entice followers to this or that, because man, he'll start embellishing. Do not seek to spread my gospels and entice followers to this or that, says Jehovah. Neither go about preaching, saying, thus says Jehovah. He said, let all men hear me in their own way. Let all men hear me in their own way. So what happens if you don't care about the Creator? What happens, you know? What happens if you don't care about the Creator? So what? You know, Creator, all right. Creator, Schmader, you know. What happens? You miss out. You know. You miss out, brother. You miss out. Now, this is really kind of out of place now that I think about it. Because nobody can come to the Creator for the benefits. I mean, how can I say that correctly? It's the wrong heart to have. You know what I mean? You cannot approach the Creator with any graft in your heart or covetousness. You know what I mean? The Creator doesn't. That's not going to fly with the Creator. What did I do here? Why is my screen doing this? What's going on with this? Now what did I do? I hit something. You miss out, you know. What happens if you don't care about the creator? What happens, man, if you don't care about the creator and what his purposes for man and his agenda, his plan for his elevation? What if you just don't care, man? You know, we're going to look at some reasons why you should. Okay, so some of the objectives in this study, I wish to show the consequences of man that he does not consider. In this study, I wish to show the consequences of the man that does not consider the reality of the creator and what will happen to him according to the Oahspe Bible. We will look and learn from what the creator has to say so that anyone who sees this presentation, that you may consider how he would like to proceed, how you, whoever can see this video, the creator led you here to look at this. The purpose of this is so that you might think, you might sit and think and consider the things that are being said here. I apologize for not doing it perfectly, but the creator, he certainly seems to give you enough to get you, and even in this presentation, to make you think. See how you would like to proceed while you are in this reality in the body, knowing that the time on earth is a temporary thing and has eternal ramifications. In this presentation, I wish to show that the creator puts us to a decision. Creator puts us to a decision. Now, this presentation, it has one fundamental truth. The Oahspe Bible is what the creator speaks from. In the Oahspe Bible, the creator, he speaks from his own authority. See? And he only speaks of man's witness so much as it validates his own dominion. And then there's even a principle in the King James Bible where it says, Hebrews 6:3. How can I stop that pen? What did I do, man? I was going to enlarge it. How do I stop this thing? Oh, shoot. What did I do now? I meant to enlarge this verse right here, Hebrews 6:3. It says, for when God made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, meaning that the creator is the source of all truth. He can't swear by anyone higher than himself. He can't swear by anyone higher than himself. And so when you read the Oahspe, you won't find the creator. He sources himself. I mean, he gives you history from his perspective. I mean, he tells you how he knows things that men cannot, that they just don't know until thousands of years later. And that right there should give enough witness to the validity of the creator. He doesn't need men for anything to vouch for him, or he only will do it in so much as it puts the focus and the glory where it should be, which is at the feet of the creator. So when you read the Oahspe, that's something to keep in mind. You know what I mean? The creator, he is the only one who has the authority to tell you about this or that. And I know men like to make it so that the creator has to jump through hoops in order to prove himself. And the creator, he gives enough of a witness as to why he should be listened to in the Oahspe. And he does jump through that hoop. He does jump through that hoop, actually. Ultimate reality in real life is after earth life. After earth life. It's after earth life. After earth life. Let me see if I can use this cursor. Oh, okay, I figured it out, how to get that pen off of there. All right, thank you, Creator. Ultimate reality in real life is after earth life. See, faithists, they know this. I'm not looking at the chat, brethren, to let you know. Actually, I got the channel up on another monitor, but I'm looking at on another computer, but I'm looking at the monitor. Okay, so I'm not keeping up with the chat. In the Ark of Bond, it's not Ark of Bond, it's the Ark Bond, the book Ark of Bond. It says ultimate reality in real life is after earth life. It says in chapter 12, verse 12, it says, at death, the real life begins. At death, the real life begins. So it says, mold yourself. Mold yourself well while your soul has a good anchor. See? Mold yourself, brother, sister. Mold yourself, man. While your soul has a good anchor, the physical body. It's like, I don't know how to translate that, a good anchor. It's like while you have a good solid foundation to work with, it's like you got the body and you can go about the discipline. You can make your body stop this or that. You know what I mean? And that way it's a good anchor is what I think the Creator is saying. You can see manifest results. I don't know. Use your own understanding. You know what I mean? He says or replace this word with, you got a good chance, to take advantage of the opportunity to shape and mold yourself. See? Right now, man, you got a good, let's just understand that. That's all. He says the highest, best life in this world finds the highest, best life in heaven. To love your Father who created you. Virtuous happiness is little more than this. The happiness of lust is hate to your Creator. The happiness of lust, that's hate to your Creator. See? So... still, a man, he'll say, so what happens, man, if you don't care about the Creator? Okay, I know you said all that, but look, man, I don't care. What happens, man, if I don't care about the Creator? What's the big deal with him? I don't care about him. And then in the book of Fragapati, he says, without you, O Jehovah, man is nothing. Neither can he stand upright, nor hold up his head, nor his soul after he is up, except by you. When he cuts himself off from you, he falls like a limb of a tree that is severed. This language is speak of the opposite of blessing. Okay, that's why we should care about the Creator. Now, when you're young, and you go around blaming the Creator all the time, He allowed it. But it come a time when he called you to start thinking like an adult, where you come from, where you are now, and where you going. And you should come to the realization, hey man, look, I'm in this reality. I can't do nothing about it. And I might as well just think about it, you know. And again, I do want to be careful, man, about not trying to sell the creator. I mean, I'm very sensitive to that. I really don't want to try to convince anybody. I know it may sound like it, but I want to just give the sense of what he's saying. I think that I have learned, along with other brethren, that you just have to let the creator do the work, man. You know, just don't you try it. That's his area. You just say what he says, man. You know, just let him say it. Without the creator, we can't do anything, man. You know, we stand a chance of being worse off than when we started. Now, that's just the plain flat out truth, man. Whether you like it or not, you know, whether you got a problem with your reality, you know, you didn't ask to be here. It should get to, okay, the creator, he let it slide for a little bit, but then he says, hey, look, man, you know, I ain't hearing that no more. You know, you're going to have to deal with it. Now, what I'm all about is not the beginning of you, but the end of you, which is far greater. You won't be regretting anything then, you know. I know that's what the creator say to faithists, and really faithists, they know that in their heart. You really know in your heart, man, that you brethren have made the major leagues. You know it in your heart, man, because if not for the temporariness of all things alone, the temporariness of all things, man, the temporariness of all things must pass. And we in a reality where people sell out for the here and now. They sell out, man. You see it. Creators say you should care about me because without me, you can't do anything. You can't do nothing. You can't do anything, man. You know, just think about that. Why don't you think about that? He says the corporal man of the earth, he goes about boasting. There is no all person, but his words are like a severing knife. You cut yourself off from him. He says, your words are like a severing knife, and you don't even know it. He says, he sets up his judgment saying, you were good for fools, O Jovi. But as for me, you are a foolish encumbrance. I don't need you. Who are you? I got a job. You know, I got a house. Who needs you? That's what men, they say that, you know. You forget you couldn't even wipe yourself at some point. You remember? Men, the corporeal man. Look at what Jehovah says through Frag and Patty. He goes about boasting, man. You know, man, there ain't no God, man. Come on, you know. Creator said, okay, your words are like a severing knife, and you don't even know it. You're setting up your judgment. But he goes on, he says, look, Jehovah, you were good for fools, oh Jehovah. But as for me, you know, step off, would you? You know, you are a foolish encumbrance. You're a foolish encumbrance. See, he's showing us the corporeal man. He's showing us the corporeal man. So what? What happens if you don't care about the creator? Well, so what, man? So what? So what, man? You know how you tell a child, you answer a child's question, and then they say, why? And then you say, because the sun sets in the evening. They say, why? And you say, because it comes up in the morning. And then the child says, so why? You know, why? You know, so what? What happens if you don't care about the creator? What happens if you don't care about the creator, man? What happens? Now, therefore, chapter 6, book of discipline. Now, therefore, whoever becomes a member of my kingdom shall practice light, but whoever practices darkness will depart away from my kingdom of his own accord. Now, I'm telling you, man, the Creator, he says in the Oahspe that he has put a principle in the world where light is going to gravitate to light. If you the type of brother, you like being in the neighborhood, always dodging bullets, always running from the law. You like that type of reality. The Creator says he has a place for you. See, he honors your free will. That's what he says. He honors your free will. He brings it to pass what your desires in your heart are. Now, that's what he said. You see? He says, but whoever becomes a member of my kingdom shall practice light. You practice light for the sake of the blessings, that the Creator wants to give, that he created man to come under. But if you want to practice darkness, you'll depart away from my kingdom. That's why we should care. We should care, man. As simple as that. This is a simple study, man. Simple. The Creator is not into threatening anyone into the kingdom. Not into threatening you into the kingdom. But he shows you a better way for yourself. And then in the book of chapter 24, Bragg and Patty, he says, hence, as a single individual can cut himself off from the Father, so can a community or a kingdom also go down to destruction. He says, but, oh man, in the book of discipline, he says, apply yourself to understand the spirit of my discourse, for in this you shall find the key to the Father's kingdom. So it's basically two options, seeing two options. See, when like in the book of discipline there, when he says like, understand the spirit of my discourse, he's saying that he's basically telling you, understand who he is. Compare the Creator against the way of the unenlightened corporeal man. Compare. Which one is better? Which one is better? That's why one reason why we have to have this reality. And he's telling you there's a warning. You can cut yourself off. You can, by your example, cause a whole community to be cut off, or a kingdom, because of one man's example. You can affect a greater group of people by your example, and it happens all the time. I would, from what I can understand in my own understanding, there are people in the world who they do it all the time. They shape people's characters. And the Creator, he's telling you right here that could happen. He tells you that type of thing does happen. But he's saying it's better for you to apply yourself to understand when you read about the Oahspe, that the Creator, his character, for lack of better words, is what he wants you to see. And then now you're talking about the keys to the kingdom. You're talking about a whole different world, man. Whole different world. It's like he just keep on making an appeal to people. It seems like just constantly making an appeal to man, to choose righteously, choose what is good. It's a shame he even got to tell us that after all these years that we got to be looking at stuff like this. I mean, in the sense that we haven't been able to evolve better than we have been. The Creator is a friend, not an enemy. In the book of the Lord's third, it says, now I have come to you in Cosmin, the time we're in right now, to reveal the government of heaven upon the earth. Heaven upon the earth. He has come to us to reveal heaven upon the earth and the inspirations of your God and his angels upon the race of man. Behold, in the time of Apollo, man in his present form was brought to being on the earth, for the time and season of the earth was ready for such. Where man was beautified, he was made comely to look at, And then the Creator says, even as in this present day, your Lord has come to change man from a race of warriors to a race of peace. For now the time and the season of the earth is propitious to accomplish this, meaning it's ripe. Because look at what we are doing. And many people are immune to the more unsavory places of the world where there's constant bloodshed and killing. The Creator, he don't speak from that perspective. He speaks from the perspective from the least to the greatest. So what, man? What? Who cares about Jehovah's kingdom? What good is it? What good is it, man? What good is it? Jehovah's kingdom, chapter 24, verse 70, go to those who serve me in the practice of my kingdom, where they shall become the chief people in all the world. How do you like that? How do you like that, man? They shall become the chief people in all the world. That's why we should care. That's why we should care, man. That's one reason why we should care. It says, they shall rejoice and prosper in all things. They shall rejoice and prosper in all things. How do you would you like to rejoice? And again, man, I'm not trying to, it sounds like it, but I don't want to make a pitch for the Creator. If anything, I just want to reinforce what faith is. They already know. They already know, I like to share how I've never met a woman. Well, you know what? Actually, no, she was the same way too. I've never met a woman that didn't mind being told, I love you. Even if it was every second of the day. There was one, I might have my doubts about her, she was, but even her, they like that type of compliment. It's very heartfelt. That to them, it shows a secure, it shows a comfort, it shows a blessing. It has that type of effect on a woman's ears, especially if she perceives as sincere. And so we're reading these things, and it's like the Creator telling us, because we need that type of comfort and assurance, no matter how many times we read these things. It never get old. Creator said they shall become the chief people in all the world. How do you like that? It says they shall rejoice and prosper in all things. The faithist. They shall rejoice and prosper in all things. They shall sing songs of gladness, man. You know that? Their sons and daughters shall be an honor to them and a glory to my household. It says all this shall come to pass because they seek to serve me by practicing good works with all their wisdom and strength. With all their wisdom and strength. The Creator is not who you think he is. Because, for one, we can't ever fathom the Creator. We can't fathom him. We cannot, what's a good word for comprehend, fully? In Jehovah, chapter 2, verse 1, it says, Jehovah said, by virtue of my presence, I created the seen and unseen worlds. Meaning, so he's got the right to tell us about things we don't know about. He's got the right. He himself. See, he speaks from his own authority. And then he asks you to look at reality and see if it's true. And then when you conclude he is telling the truth, then we can subscribe to what he says. And then we can bless our soul. We can bless our soul now. He says, and I commanded man to name them, the seen and unseen worlds. And man called the seen worlds corporal, physicality, material, and the unseen world spiritual. And the inhabitants of corporate, man called corporeans. That's us. But the inhabitants of the spiritual, he sometimes called Essenes, young spirits, man. And sometimes spirits and sometimes angels. Sometimes spirits and sometimes angels. But the inhabitants of spiritual, he called Essenes, and sometimes spirits and sometimes angels. Job said, I created the earth and fashioned it and placed it in the firmament, and by my presence brought man forth a living being. I gave him a corporal body so that he could learn corporal things. And I made death so that he could rise. See, he could rise in the firmament and inherit my ethereal worlds. Inherit my ethereal worlds. So what? So what? That's not good enough for me. Tell me, why else should I care about the Creator? Why else? And then in the book of Siddhartha, it says again, the voice of Job, he said, I gave man a time in the corporal form so that he could learn corporal things and to learn where the tree of life springs from. I made man from no self-existence of his own, but from myself. And in the place I quickened him into life, I bound him for a season. But when man has fulfilled his corporeal life, I provide death to deliver him into a new world. Now, again, that's why we should care about the Creator, because he brings about the consequences for which, for better or worse, we will experience, for better or for worse. That's why you should care about the Creator. You don't have a choice, man. The consequences, either way, for better or for worse, must come to pass. Must come to pass, man. It must come to pass. In the book of the Lord's Third, it says to raise man up. Man is, the purpose of the Creator is to raise man up so that he may comprehend the beautiful creation and be adapted in harmony with it. This is the glory of your God. So what? So what? The corporal man says, so what? So what? So what? Why should I care about the Creator? Now what I'm doing by, all of this redundancy is trying to emphasize the level of darkness that is in this reality. I'm also going off of personal experience of dealing with people. You answer them, they say, so what? You answer them again, they say, so what? You answer them again, they say, why? You answer again, they say, why? What? Why? What? Why? What? And then at some point, the conversation, it just stops, at least, in my reality. It's going to come to a conclusion. And man he won't value a faithless until it's too late. In the book of Inspiration, it says, nevertheless, I created man with the capacity to comprehend this also, for I designed him from the start to work his way up. Work his way up, man. Work your way up to the Godhead, understanding all below him, and the knowledge you seek will come to you. And men are nothing if not lovers of knowledge. You know what I mean? lovers of knowledge. That's men. They love, you look around you, you know, easy to see. The creator's purpose is for you to work your way up. Work your way up. Like the space shuttle right here. See? Blast off. Start on the earth. Work your way up to worlds that we have absolutely no comprehension of. Greater, better realities. Worlds. So what? Why? Why should I care about the creator? Why? And I think this is the book of judgment or book of knowledge. It says, thus I created man differently from all other things on earth, but I gave him the foundation upon which he could attain to perfection and all the attributes of my other creatures. So there's another reason, because you should care for your perfection, because the creator is the one who has created us to ultimately be perfected. That's why you should care. And ultimately, from what I can understand, now I did hear brother tell me about spirits going into non-existence, and I didn't flesh it out, but brother Dave, I think, was telling me about your spirits. It get to a point after crossing over, going to school, 3,000 years, I think, coming into all this power and blessing. And at the end, it's like the creator says, oh, okay, what do you want to do? And you stand there and I don't believe that you exist. I'm going to just go and hang out. And so you are a wandering spirit. You're a wandering spirit. You have a level of knowledge. You'll never be able to grow far above that. And you get left alone. Now, I don't know what happens with a wandering spirit ultimately, but that's the plan, that's the agenda of the creator. There's unlimited unlimited spiritual elevation, or there is limited, from the best I can see. It says, thus I created man differently from all other things on earth, but I gave him the foundation upon which he could attain to perfection and all the attributes of my other living creatures. The purpose of man is in the book of Haidang. The purpose of man is that the creator, he makes man a spirit, but he gives him a corporal body so he can learn corporal things. We have to start out start off school, kindergarten, first grade, second, Says Jehovah, death I made so that he could inherit my ethereal worlds in the firmament of heaven. The ethereal world where you read about them, they always singing and dancing and rejoicing. The Ethereal worlds, man. Do you know that these are brethren who broke free of the tetracts? The evil vibration. That's what the tetracts are. The evil influences. That's the ethereal worlds, man. That's really what people want. They want to break free of the tetracts, man. And the creator, that's the path that he's got to faith us on. Every day, you don't see us, You don't know us. We run in our race. Our battle is internal, the battle between the flesh and the spirit. We realize that that our marching orders are to take on the mind of a servant for our brethren and to put down the evil influence and let it be shown by the way that we conduct ourselves while we are in this reality. That's it. That's it. That's the template of the creator right there, man. You know. Now, there is a great danger in the world. There's a great danger in the world. In the book of knowledge, it says, and of those who have bound themselves to the beast of the second resurrection of old, you have witnessed this sign. They proclaim the beast they have made, whether it is an idol of Jesus Christ, Buddha, Muhammad, Brahman, and continually harp on him, knowing no higher. And he stands as a figure of the beast upon which they hang their hopes of endless bliss. Now, the creator, he says, and of those who have bound themselves to the beast of the second resurrection, you know what he means, right? You faith this, you know what he means. The second resurrection is association. It's like you go to church. You identify with certain groups of people. They all are like-minded, you know. They're united in their mindset. Their mindset is Jesus is Lord if you're Christianity, you know. And then same thing for Mohammedanism and Buddhism and Hinduism. Creator, he called that the beast kingdom. Now the danger is the beast kingdom. It can make you a slave. So you can be made a slave. You can be made a slave, including you Hebrew Israelites. If there are any Hebrew Israelite, I used to be one. If there's a Hebrew Israelite listening to this presentation, I'm especially talking to you. And it's interesting because I'm talking to you, but I can't really, it's the creator, really. You know, I'm just here to say that you got some problems, brother. If there's a Hebrew Israelite listening to this video, brother, you got problems, no matter how good of a guy you are. And I've known I love Hebrew Israelites. I love a lot of the brethren I've met, man, you know, they're just out of sight. But brother, you got problems. You got problems, man, you know. You got problems because it says for one people, they worship Brahma, making a beast of him, and other worship Buddha, another Christ, and another Jesus, forever parading his crucifixion, and they all made a beast of their idols. And the beast that each one built up within his soul became an entity to him on his entrance into meaning it became endemic. An entity means it became established in your soul. It becomes an entity to him. And on his entrance into the spirit life, he became bound, look at this, to the machinations of evil spirits, professing to be that beast. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I think of my cousin. You know, I got a cousin who was a real big shot in the world, man, on the sports level. Real big shot, man. I mean, he's in that 1% of men, you know. He's in that group. And he is probably the most staunchest Christian I have ever seen in my life. I mean, he is staunch. He's staunch. You see, Jesus Christ has become an entity to him. And upon his entrance into the spirit life, when you are discombobulated and you don't know what's going on, and you ask somebody, hey, what's going on? And that Druge comes from the Northeast. He said, hey, man, I remember when you played ball. Yeah. Wasn't you the world's leading scorer in 1997 for all of pro basketball? Yeah, I remember you. You're a real big deal. By the way, who's your God? Jesus Christ, 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 Jesus Christ. The Bible, the Bible, the Bible, the Bible, the Bible. Hold down. Hold on there, brother. All right. Well, let me go ahead and take you to the Father then. Yeah. His name is Luamong. What? Yep. Now, I'm not too far, off of what I'm saying there. Because the Oahspe, it paints the same picture of what happens to his spirit. See? That's why you should care about the Creator, man, That's why you should care. You should live off of the principle that if you're sincere, you go about in sincerity and truth, he ain't going to miss you. He ain't going to miss you, man. Keep your mind open. Trust the Creator to give you wisdom. Okay, now let's see. I think this is the last slide where the beast can make a slave of you, whether you like it or not. See? That's the name of the video. Whether you like it or not, listen to that. Listen to that, man. In the book of the Lord's third, it says, and if you believe them, the familiar spirits that eventually, we cross up, we go into the spirit. And if we believe them, the familiar spirits, and then it says, then this too you shall prove, meaning that you are going to show that this is true. What we getting ready to read here. It says, when you are dead and your soul risen from the dead, behold, some deceiving spirit will come to you to use you, nor shall you discover for a long season. You have been the dupe. You were a dupe, brother. You're a dupe, And slave, look at that, of an unscrupulous master. Now, that's why we should care about the Creator. You see? See? You know what I mean? And whoever binds himself to these names while on the earth becomes a fit subject for Druges to fall upon when he enters heaven. Do not think, it says, and I forget which book this is. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. See, that's what the world thinks. They believe that. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. In your early entrance into the spiritual world, you shall be easily deceived. You'll be easily deceived. See? Now, these words, they ain't got no bearing in the world, And I do this presentation pretty much for faithists, so that we might somehow we may find comfort in knowing what the Creator, what his agenda is. That will conclude the presentation. I will conclude the presentation with that. So I'm back in the room now. And so this presentation, man, everybody who, you probably know all these slides and verses and everything, but it don't make it no less serious that we looking at what the consequences of our choices. And we live in a reality where there ain't no concern for these things. We in the time of aging now. We in the time of increased danger. Danger, brethren. We in that time. Hey, Antonio. All right, brother. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. So we just got finished, done with a presentation that I want to start adding to the channel. start doing like presentations, different subject matters. If you brethren have anything that you want me to do a presentation on, you can just put it in the chat and I'll do my best. So I think I'll go ahead and put the link in the room and see if anybody wants to come in. That will conclude the reading of the word for this Friday. If you want anybody or you want to come on and share anything or talk about anything, then please, by all means, feel free. The link should be in the room. So what do you brethren think? Does anybody want to share anything, or do you have anything that comes that you want to or talk about or whatever? No video for tomorrow, so Monday. All right, Brother Dave.
Hey
brother?
There, Brother Yaiquab. How you doing?
Hey, good, brother. How you doing?
Now, see if we can clean up your presentation where you kind of messed it up a little bit there. Now, okay. I know you can't see my pointer. Let me put this on full screen where I can see what I'm doing here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, go back to that little puppy dog way back up there where you put in some lines.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant clean it up doctrinally.
No. Just on your.
Hey, look, man. What do you got against the dog, man?
Nothing.
I like that dog.
Yeah, you see where you put those little purple lines in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, look up where it says auto save. Should be right on your left, right top of the document. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now go over 1, 2, 3, where you got that little circle there.
1,
2. That one right there. All right. Yeah. Now you hit that.
Undo ink, drawing, and writing. Okay.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Now go back to where it says undo. That's undo.
All right.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now hit that.
All right.
That should undo it.
Wait a minute. I think I got it by mistake.
Now,
there you go.
There you go. Now, go down here, right to the bottom where it says slide 3 of 20. No, not that. Look on the bottom, the lower left corner. No, you're going down. Go back up. Yeah.
All right.
No, not with your up and down with your slides. Where it says slide 5 of 20. No. There.
Oh, okay.
Now, way over here where it says notes.
All right. Notes.
Way over to the right.
All right.
Way over. There's notes. All right. Now, you see your plus and minus, or it says 64%?
Yeah.
Okay, hit your plus key on your computer. That should make your screen bigger.
Oh. Yes. Okay. I see.
I'm just giving you a few hints for your presentation.
How come you didn't come on earlier?
Well, I did. I put it in the chat, but you couldn't read the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, when you do that, you're gonna. There you go. Now you got swear is. You might want to swore, SWORE.
I see.
See that little line there stands for misspelling. of a word.
Okay.
And I put an O in there. There you go.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, I'm just see. I got a program called Open Office, right?
uh,
Now it works just about like this, except it's free.
uh,
And this is the Microsoft Office 365 or something like that.
uh,
And that, cost a pretty good chunk of change.
oh, this was part of the computer package or something.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
power.
but you're going to end up paying for it after you use it.
Oh, you have to pay for this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, I already have to pay for this PowerPoint here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I got some type of deal where they every so many months they take it out. In order to have this, you got to have like Microsoft Word,
Yeah,
and then this comes with it, like some package comes with it.
yeah. So, well, like I say, you get the whole thing with Open Office for free because it's open program.
Uh, uh,
You've got present like presentations like this, and you've got
oh, I see where you put in the chat. Yeah, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Okay, I see it up there. Yeah.
yeah with that Open Office by Apache. It's an open source program, and
Uh,
it does everything that Microsoft 365 does. And you can also switch documents over to that format and documents from Open Office to Microsoft Word or Microsoft 365. So it comes in handy either way.
uh-huh.
And the thing I like about that is free.
Right.
So you might want to check that out.
Well, I'm not as technical as you are. I usually, when something, if I can get it to work, and I don't deviate.
Yeah, yeah.
I just stay with it. But I appreciate that. Appreciate the advice. You got a word for us, brother, before we?
Oh no, I was just wanting to come in and help you clean up your document a little bit there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So if I want, I can I can replay this, huh? I can just
Yeah,
upload it, replay it, huh?
yeah. Go to where it says file, save
Uh,
it,
yeah, I already
right?
got it saved. I got it saved. And if somebody else wanted to use this presentation, then I can share it with them, right?
Yeah, but you might want to put in a caveat in there where they can't change it.
Oh, edit it or something like that.
Yeah, where they can't edit it. And that should be up in your file option
Uh-huh.
where it says
Okay.
file or
Yeah.
where it says save,
I see. Right.
right? And you can save it with a password, and so they can't change it. They can read only.
Right. Right. So what do you suggest for next week, brother?
Oh, I don't have any suggestions, but like I said, I just popped in to help clean up your document there
Well, I
and
appreciate
save
that.
it.
The thing I like about this is, you can go back in. I can go back in, and I could change it. I could
Yeah,
take out, and I could put in things that because there are some better. I could have put some in reading it. I felt like I could have put in some better verses, some stronger verses from the Oahspe. So
oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's what I like.
You can use that as a template.
Yeah, as a template. Yeah, exactly.
And or you can probably save it in that form and in template form.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you can work presentations on on the template to what you want, and
Mm-hmm.
still say that one to share with the other brothers and sisters if they need something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's what Cosmo and Cal, Brother Sheila, Brother Malachi, and Brother Whirlwind does.
Mm-hmm. uh, yeah, I got a big kick out of doing this. You know, I taught myself, and to be able to share it is just icing on the cake.
Yeah, it's a great little program.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, brother, you sure did me a
Well,
service. You
did
know, if it had,
you put a little red pencil line around the dog's eyeball?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, if you hadn't given me the idea to do that study on the pages, you know, the way it happened was it was interesting because I thought that I was going to get like some verses and you know just go to them one after the other with the Oahspe, and then I got the idea to learn what this PowerPoint is and then use that. And I'd had it for a long time and I never really tried. And then when you came up with the idea, I decided to go ahead and try it, you know. And it was fun, man, you know. And
Oh yeah.
I like the way it teaches you how to do. See, now I just I love the way I'll be able to do better, like you know, do a little better research, putting better scriptures together, that sort of thing. It's a great opportunity. I think it's a fantastic opportunity, you know.
Oh, it is. It is. And I was going to say, in a roundabout way, no doubt, Creator led you to that conclusion.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm certainly convinced. Yeah. I think that, you know what? That's interesting too, man, because it seems like a lot has been that's the way things work a lot is you don't realize the creator is the one who was the inspiration until after the situation is over and done with.
Yeah.
I'm finding that a lot. You know, you go to do something and then you don't learn that that was the creator. He was working with you and you don't see it only until you hindsight.
Oh yeah. Oh
Your
yeah.
hindsight, you know.
This happens to all of us.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if brethren really appreciate that though. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so subtle. You know what I mean? When you know things they come to pass, you don't really take note of it.
Yeah.
I just love learning and, you know, being able to look back and see how, you know.
Here's another thing you can do: do a 3-slide presentation, right?
Uh-huh.
And switch it around and to learn all the various functions of your PowerPoint.
Now what is that? A 3-slide presentation?
Yeah, do like 2 or 3 slides on anything, right?
Uh-huh.
And to just practice with your with all your like your flyer, your home, your insert,
Uh-huh.
uh, and and all that, and change the size of the screen. Uh, uh, Generally, to remember what to do when you're doing a slide presentation. It's kind of
Right.
like practice.
Uh, uh,
Just kind of like mess around with it when you have your spare time.
yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You
Well,
know,
brother,
the reason I said the 3 slide is it'll make it quick to change what you want, or put it in or out what you want. You see what I'm
oh,
saying?
like
And,
yeah,
and
like
learn all the functions and uses of the program.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna just pop off on out of here, and
that's for brethren who are really serious, though.
well, you're going to be serious about this. You might as well learn how to use it, so you don't be in the middle of a presentation trying to say, "Oh, I shouldn't have done this
Yeah,
or that."
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's just good,
That's embarrassing,
good
you know.
planning.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, brother, we'll catch you later. You have yourself a good one. I want to put in a couple of words in chat and bless the people, and remind them to hit that like and subscribe button.
Okay, brother, I appreciate it.
Oh, okie
Thanks
dokie.
for coming in.
Bye bye now.
Okay, do my Oahspe name and Oahspe sign, and delete. Okay. All right, brethren. Well, shoot, man. Nobody else wants to come on. That's the best I can do for today, for this week. So let me see, Mahalia. She's got something. She says, I can be thinking of something, and boom, I either get a call from someone or something appears on social media that addresses my thought. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. I'm with you there. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that. I'm telling you. I'm certainly with you on that one. I think the creator is like that, man. I think you know, he he works, and we don't. Matter of fact, there's a scripture where it says, God speaketh once, God speaketh twice. Well, let me see if I can find that real quick. That'll be an interesting little thing to see before I close the video. Where is that at anyway? Let's see. I gotta let me God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man comprehendeth not. Now I'm not sharing the screen, so I'm gonna share the screen right now. Look at this. To go along with what Mahalia posted. God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. And then it says, in a dream and a vision of night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumbereth upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. So, that's interesting. God speaketh once, yea, twice, and then we don't realize it until maybe way later. Man, the creator, he's all, if you look for him, if you try to be sensitive to him, he'll fill you with wonder. One day after the other, he gives you something to wonder about. Then you look up and the sun went down, and the next day is time for something new, all the way to the kingdom, to the throne, breadcrumbs to the throne, you know. Well, brother, shoot, man, that's the best I can do for right now. Want to thank the creator for letting me do the presentation and teaching me how to do it, and the brother coming on and showing me how to clean up the presentation, and that really blessed my soul. Mahalia, she's okay. She came through the hurricane, and prayed creator, and same for the other brethren who were there and who were in the path of that thing. And I trust that you were able to deliver them as well. And So thank you. Thank you, brother, for joining me. Nothing going on Saturday and Sunday for me unless I come across. I tell you, one thing I'm gonna say is if I get news of something urgent or there's something going on in the world, and I think that you brethren should know about it, then I'm going to certainly get on here and do a video. And if I I watch the world, I watch the geopolitical event. I'm looking every day because I realize that we're in a serious time. It's a lot of this confluence of events and cosmological things and geopolitical. I mean, it's a lot this time we're living in, and I attribute it to AG, that density that the Creator he brings on the world when men don't want to heed His word. He brings AG, and because men can't see it, he keeps on. He keeps on, man, spilling his brother's blood, thinking that it's okay with the Creator. He can justify it, so that means it's all right. And he has another thing coming, man. And how we going to be affected, I don't know, but I know it'll be good. So, brethren, again, thank you joining me. Same bat time, same bat channel Monday, Creator willing. And until then, peace be unto you, brethren. Shalom.